Hello and what's up my fellow gamers. Today was the E3 Xbox press conference and I want to talk to you a little bit about it. I'm Genshi from Idio Freak and here is my reaction and review of the Xbox event. Don't forget to show some love with that like and subscribe button if you end up digging our content. So, we have a lot of goodies to unpack here. Let's start off with the hardware. Project Scorpio, now known as Xbox One X. It's been officially revealed and has some nice hardware specs, as well as a price tag of about $499.99. That is sweet. I was really hoping that the console wouldn't be any more than $500 as you start to lose your audience a little bit. Console buyers buy consoles as they're usually cheaper and much easier than going the PC route. If the console was much more expensive or on par with a PC price, it'd be much wiser to just go the route of the PC since you'll get significantly more bang for your buck. I'm happy with the console specs and the native 4K technology it brings on board. It releases about November 7th, but I'll be waiting for reviews before I pick it up. Sometimes hardware launches are kind of rocky. So on to the games, my friends. The conference started off with Forza 7. I think they said it's gonna feature over 700 cars, which is completely nuts. The game looks freaking gorgeous, though so does every iteration of Forza. Honestly, I don't know much about the franchise all that much, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on. Metro Exodus. I played the first couple Metro games, and they were neat survival shooters, pretty intense really. This looks to follow that same formula, but maybe give a little more freedom with larger levels. While the game is stellar looking, it looked to be very, I guess, choreographed, so I'm unsure if the gameplay will even play the way the demo looked. Either way, it's a game to keep your eye on. On to Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, this game takes place in Egypt and seems to allow you to use a ton of different weapons. I wasn't impressed by the graphics on display, but the gameplay began to excite me. This might be a move in the right direction for the Assassin's Creed franchise. Although the Eagle's superpower of seeing what the Eagle sees to mark stuff is a little cliche, things like the slow motion jump arrow shots and the Bloodborne looking combat looked badass. It also seems to put more emphasis on stealth, which is yet another good way for the franchise to evolve. I'll be picking this up on launch. PlayerUnknown Battleground is coming to the Xbox One as a launch console exclusive. That's so cool, but wait. This is a good time to kind of ask or tell you that I don't understand what the launch console exclusive title even means. Does it mean it's released on PC and console, so you can't call it a straight up Xbox exclusive? Or does it mean that it's a launch timed exclusive and PlayStation will be getting the games at a later date? I don't know. But PUBG making its way to the Xbox One, that is a no-brainer. I play it on PC, but I'm much more native to the Xbox. I'm a console gamer, so I'm excited to see it go that way. So, Deep Rock? The hell is this? Minecraft with doors and shotguns? I'm gonna move on now. So this brings us to State of Decay 2. Yo, I love the first one, and I always thought it lent itself well to being an online co-op game. The gameplay honestly looks a little bit more of just the same, and I didn't really notice anything new or unique to the IP, but I'm cautiously optimistic for this project. Speaking of projects, the next game was the Darwin Project. So this looks to be like some kind of arena battle game. To me, the gameplay looked really rough, and the teaser really wasn't enough to gauge if the game will be fun or not. It seems like it's a free-to-play game, but I don't know, and if it's not a free-to-play game, that kind of bodes rough for it. So we'll have to see how the game develops in the future. I really need some more information on it. Minecraft is continuing its evolution. Crossplay amongst all consoles is pretty sweet, though the super duper graphics pack is kind of underwhelming. There are plenty of modders that do this hyper-realistic style much better. I figured something from the original developers, the official developers, should be more mind-blowing. I don't know what I expected, but I know I expected more. Alright, so this is the game that has me most stoked. Dragon Ball FighterZ. This looks beautiful, amazing, and I hear it's created by Arc. The guys that did the Guilty Gear games. It's got a 3v3 system, and it looks like The anime has come to life. Dear sweet Jesus, is it a great time to be a fighting game fan? They showed off Gold and Frieza, but I don't think I saw Super Saiyan Blue, so I'm kind of curious how far it goes, if it actually goes into Dragon Ball Super, or if it's just borrowing from the movies. Anyway, the Supers were off the hook, the visuals were off the hook, the gameplay looked freaking nuts. This is a day one pickup for Genji. I am definitely picking this up. So, when you look at this, Black Desert Online is coming to Xbox. This announcement is literally maybe 2 or 3 weeks after I purchased it on PC. Sad face. I'm mostly a console player, like I said, so I prefer to play everything on the Xbox. But I picked this up as it was a PC exclusive. The game seems like it would lend itself very well to a controller. If some of my peeps pick it up, I may have to repurchase it for the bone. The next 2 games, The Last Night and The Artful Escape, are 2 games with the most beautiful graphics and styles that I have seen at E3. The Last Night has this kind of Blade Runner feel. It's like a pixel badass look. It's truly stunning, and then right after it, right when I was saying that this is the prettiest game in the Xbox lineup, they showed off The Artful Escape, which is just as beautiful with its crazy graphics and swelling guitar riffs. I have no idea how either of these games play, as the trailers basically only showed off their art design, but if they play anything like they look, they will play spectacularly. I don't want to gloss over Code Vein, but for me, Code Vein was pretty underwhelming. At first, the armor of the main character looked like Lars from Tekken, and I was all like, the hell is this, a Tekken Force game? That's kind of crazy, but nah, it's not. It's a game that kind of looks mediocre gameplay-wise, and its style isn't enough to bring it over the top for me. It just looks like a standard, I don't know, PlayStation 2 kind of era, PlayStation 3, like early PlayStation 3 era game. I'll have to wait to get the game in my hands to truly know, but for now, meh. Sea of Thieves. Yo, I'm gonna be real. I still can't wrap my head around what exactly this game even is. It's an open world sandbox game that allows you to explore and make your own adventures? I say that with a question mark as I still don't fully understand Rare's vision here. Having said that, it does look neat, goofy, and just kind of fun. I just don't know how much fun it'll be and for how long. That Tacoma trailer, yep. Okay, moving on. Super Lucky's Tale is fun looking. It looks like the Xbox's Super Mario 3D World. I love how colorful and carefree the gameplay looks. I remember thinking it does look a step slow. Like, if they sped up the fox just a tad bit, the gameplay would look, I don't know, just right. But, of course, I won't know until I play it. I'm excited. More cheerful, colorful, heart-filled games are actually needed on console, so it's great that we're getting some. Cuphead is next. Yep, still looks cool. Releasing September, finally. We'll see if it doesn't get pushed back again. Crackdown. I love you so much, Terry Crews. I am freaking stoked for the game. My body is so ready. Crack with friends? Hell yeah. It looks to be more of the same gameplay from the previous Crackdowns with better graphics and more destructions, which is just fine in my book. The game used to be just a blast to play. Billy goating around to pick up orbs and to increase your stats was addicting as hell, so give me that game ASAP. Xbox then showed off its ID at Xbox? Yeah, that's what it is. You know, the independent developer program. Looks like there's a ton of games coming this way that look significant and great. A lot of them I think I saw on a PC, but it's still sweet to see them coming over to Xbox anyway. On to Ashen. Ashen is sleek, so pretty. It appears to be a possible 2-player co-op sort of campaign, and once again we have a sort of Bloodborne, Dark Souls kind of feel to the gameplay. But its world is like more hauntingly freakish and black and inky. I'm pretty intrigued. I want to know more, so I'll be keeping my eye on that one. Life is Strange. Okay, I really love the first game, but I'm unsure if the second game even needed to exist. It seems unnecessary. It appears to be a prequel since Rachel is still around, but like I said, I don't really know. Having said all of that though, the game does look great and it's broken into 3 episodes. I've never been a fan of the episodic games, but I have to admit Telltale and Life is Strange have a fan in me for life. So I'll definitely be picking this up because Life is Strange was one of the most epic surprises that I've seen. Shadow of War. Yo, why is Bruise so awesome? The hell is that, a British accent? That game is shaping up to be so epic. Random thought, is it weird that the most lifeless and boring seeming character in the world is the ranger that you play as? It's just a thought. So, woo, new Ori game. Moving on, as the trailer didn't show off any gameplay like at all. So, on to probably the biggest game that they've shown off. Anthem. Freaking Anthem. It looks like a game where special soldiers called freelancers get into Iron Man suits called javelins and then travel out beyond this kind of wall that kind of reminds me of Attack on Titan. It appears to be up to 4 players, and it looks like it's trying to take a little of that Destiny crowd away. The game's graphics are freaking amazing, like eyeball busting levels of detail. If the game looks like it looks now at launch, hopefully not getting some kind of weird downgrade, I'll be thoroughly impressed. The game has loot, leveling systems, and an open world that has random events in it. Dear Lord, please let this game be as cool as it looks. Anyway, that was the Xbox E3 press conference in a nutshell. It was alright, serviceable. We learned, well, we'll get some original Xbox games and also have some of our current library upgraded to the 4K settings if we end up getting the Xbox One X. So yeah, that's cool. I like the focus on games, and it appears Xbox has some strong exclusives. If I had to rate the E3 Xbox event, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. I was kind of sad that VR wasn't on display. I think they call that their Windows Mixed Reality visor or whatever. And many of the games didn't truly blow me away in like a way that I feel like a PlayStation event might. Anyway, these are just my opinions and reactions to this E3 press conference, but I'm really curious about yours. What did you dig and what didn't you? Sound off below and let me know. Anyway, this has been Ginchi and I'm signing off. Much love to you guys. Freak Nation out.